Good morning and welcome back to Ferris Farming Organic. Today I'm going to do another little day in the life video. I'm headed up to Lake Park, but first I'm going to load a load of oats out of the home place here into one of those trucks that I just showed you, and then I will be dropping those oats off at a cleaner about 2 miles north of here, and then I'll take that truck up to Lake Park and we can start harvesting some oats. They got a little bit of rain up there. Well, not a little bit, they got rained out. They got rained out up there on Saturday. I don't know how early in the day. There's a plane. Well, that was cool. Anyway, they got rained out on Saturday, and I believe we didn't start on Friday till about noon. So today will hopefully be a full day at Lake Park. We got about 3 days worth, give or take, up there. Or things are pretty slow going because of the rain, obviously. But yeah, hopefully we can get a lot knocked out today. I'll hopefully be in a combine, so that'll be fun. But I'm gonna start this truck up, pull it under the overhead bin, and we will get loading this up with oats. Oh boy. Well, we are unloaded and covered in oat dust, so we are gonna be headed up to Lake Park now. All right, well, made it up to Lake Park. Figured I'd bring the guys up some donuts today. Alright, so we delivered about 6 donuts so far. We haven't given Spencer or Mikey theirs yet. Kind of thinking, or my plan at least, is I'm going to offer Mike a whole box of donuts to let us take the X9 for a spin. So, don't know how well that'll work out. We're definitely going to try it. I'm actually walking to my pickup right now. Gonna get the drone out, take a couple drone shots. Here this morning, it looks kind of cloudy out actually, so hopefully it doesn't rain. But I think the box of donuts might be enough to kick Mike out of the X9 even for a half day. I actually haven't got to run it out in the field yet. I've run the 780 quite a bit, so I can't complain. I've got to run plenty of combine this season so far. But the next clip you guys see will be me setting up the drone and then flying it out there. So,
Hi.
Hey Mike.
Yeah, buddy.
Might you be able to kick you out of the X9 for the afternoon?
I don't care.
Well, I'm gonna take the drone out here. You're on YouTube, so you can say hi quick.
Hi. There you go.
I'll take the drone out, and then we can switch and move fields or something. I'm fine either way.
Don't matter to me.
All right.
Tell me whenever.
Sounds good, Mike.
Yeah, bye.
Yeah, bye. Well, I think we're gonna get the X9. Also, I lied. The next clip that you saw was not the drone shots. It was me talking to Mike. So now we're gonna do the drone. So Alright, well, there was the drone shots. I'm walking up to Spencer right now. He's doing some grain carting today. I'm going to take him a donut. Probably won't take the camera in there because I don't know if he wants to be on YouTube. But we'll give him his donut real quick. Alright, well, we delivered Spencer's donuts. He took the last blueberry, so Mike's only gonna get chocolate. So hopefully he likes chocolate. But I think we're gonna make the X9 X9 swap happen. So hopefully one of these clips, it cuts to me getting in the cab, and we're gonna run that beast for hopefully the rest of the day or something, at least for a couple hours. Like I said before, I haven't ran it in the oat field yet, so that'll be kind of nice to do. Like I said in the last video, we actually got, or we don't have it yet, but the other X9 came into town there. So when we move back south by the home place, hopefully we can get that other one out here, and we can be running 2 X9s, especially for that field day we have. And right now, if all the weather cooperates and everything goes smoothly, which it won't, we are kind of planning on, or I'm kind of planning on, I think everyone is going to try to make it happen this Saturday. So this coming Saturday, this video probably won't get posted until it's Monday today. I'm hoping I can get it uploaded on Wednesday. Depends when I get home and when I find the time to actually do it. But yeah, hopefully this Saturday we can do it. I put my phone number and my email in the last video's description. If you haven't already watched that, go give it a watch. It's not a very long video, there's not a whole lot to it, but like I said in that video, I had to start from scratch about 6:30 at night. So I had about an hour and a half to actually take videos. So the quality wasn't the best of the video, wasn't really a full day, but today we're gonna get a full day up here, and we might even get to run the X9, so that'll be sweet. But yeah, I'm gonna keep walking around talking to a camera. Looks like Spencer just got empty. We'll go wave to him. I don't know if you saw that, but he did wave. Well, we made it. We are running the X9 1000 John Deere combine. I did not think Mike was going to give this up, but donuts can be very persuasive. So we're running the X9 today, so this is really exciting. This is the first time I've been inside the X9 and actually driven it in the field and actually harvested some oats. So this is really exciting for me. I'm really glad I brought the GoPro today. I'm gonna be smiling a lot today. This is pretty sweet. You know what? I might even, I'm getting a back massage right now, so that's sweet. Now I could definitely get used to this. And I said in the old video that the 780 was just as nice as the X9, and I was lying. The X9 is pretty freaking sweet. That button right there puts the auger out. And Mike said there's a button on the back of this joystick where I can adjust the tilt of the spout. So if I want to shoot it farther into the grain cart, I can tip it out that way. If I don't want to go as far, I can put it this way. And we don't have the grain cart assist, or whatever it's called, so we can run the grain carts from in here. But usually the grain cart guys are good enough, you don't have to adjust your spout. But if you're filling the grain cart really full, it's probably really nice to have. I haven't ran it yet, but there's Spencer, he's laughing at me. He gave me the thumbs up. He knows I've been waiting a while for this. But I'm gonna go dump, because I don't want to mess things up the first time dumping in it. And I will get back to you. Alright, well, we just got done dumping on Spencer. And one thing I remember them talking about in a John Deere is when you are done unloading, when you push this yellow button, it'll clean out the it'll clean out the auger before it turns off. That way you don't have to worry if you can't fit everything onto the grain cart. You can clean out the auger and then just and then it'll clean out itself. You don't have to worry about filling your auger with the auger full, or I mean, you don't have to leave it out if the auger is full and you can't put it back. But that way, it just makes everything so much nicer. All right, hopefully the audio is pretty good on this. But We got full again already. Made about a round and a little less than a half probably. But Spencer's gonna come catch from us. I figured I'd do a little bit of talking, and I will probably clip this once I start dumping. Actually, you know what? I feel comfortable enough. I've dumped one time. Pretty much a pro already. I won't do a whole lot of talking when I'm dumping. Going about 3 miles an hour. Hopefully Spencer can tell. I'll hold up 3. I don't know if he knows that means I'm saying it's good, or that's how fast I want him to go. Anyway, I don't know if you can see out there. You probably can't see. But when I turn this yellow button on, the spout tipped down. So when it folds back, it's tipped up like even or straight. And when I turn the unload auger on, it flips out and goes down. And there's a button here on the back, or a little spin deal, where I can adjust the tilt of the head there. Or I'm pretty sure I already talked about it, but looks like I don't need to do it this time. Spencer's lined up pretty good. Anyway, I wanted to talk a little bit about why I started this channel, because I realized over the weekend I never have talked about why we started this channel and why I kind of decided to get into it. So I started our Instagram probably 2 years ago, and we didn't have a whole lot of stuff on it. I just kind of posted it because I was bored. And then a year ago, actually over the weekend, we started this YouTube channel about a year ago. I think a year ago yesterday, so that's pretty cool. But anyway, I started this channel because you see all the Larson Farm guys, Millennial Farmer on YouTube, all those big YouTube guys, and none of them farm organic, or there's not very many big YouTube content creators that show organic farming. And honestly, it's not a very it's probably not a very big community on YouTube yet, or even Instagram. But I decided, why not get into it? Why not go for it? Because I spend a lot of time with the tractor. I do a lot of things we do a lot of things that most farmers don't do, and I don't think there's a lot of people that really talk about it. And a lot of people will think that that farming is farming. There's not a whole lot of difference to it. And you know, some of those people are probably right. At the end of the day, we still harvest our crops. We still, plant our crops. The difference between organic and conventional farming, or what you see those other YouTube guys and Instagram guys post, is they spray, and their care of their crops is a lot different than ours. Or we have a lot more that goes into the growing period of our crops. Not to say that conventional guys, give Spencer the old thumbs up, he is good to go. You probably still can't see that auger, but it flips back up when it's done. And like I said in that previous video, the unload auger clears out when you push that yellow button before you fold it back. So that's really nice. But anyway, like I said, we also obviously have to, cultivate in things. We have to rotary hoe, we have to tie and weed, and there's a bunch of different things that people do in organic farming, or we're obviously not the only ones that do it. But there's a lot of different types of weed control that you can do for organic crops, and I figured I'd make this channel and kind of show people how we do it on our operation. And yeah, that's pretty much the reason why, or one of the reasons why. Another reason is I'm still pretty green at this whole farming thing, or I have to give a whole lot of personal information, but I just graduated high school probably, I guess, 2 years ago. 2 years ago, so COVID year. So since then, I've been full-time on the family farm, and yeah, it's a lot of fun, and I'm really starting to enjoy showing people what I do during the day. As weird as that sounds, I kind of enjoy just showing people what I do, or even if one person finds it entertaining or not useful, but just kind of informative, then I feel like it's worth it. Going through, hours of footage and editing every night when you get home, just kind of keeping up on all that stuff. I feel like if one person enjoys it, then that's all I can really ask for. Obviously, it's kind of cool this year to see our channel get a little bit bigger. We're over 500 subscribers right now. I thought we would never get more than like 50. So yeah, I guess it's been really fun. It's not always fun. It's kind of stressful sometimes, taking videos and kind of just getting it all, I guess, good enough for YouTube. And honestly, our content is not perfect and never will be, because I have no idea what I'm doing half the time. But it is really fun. That was a lot of talking, but I feel like I just kind of needed to put the camera on record and just talk for a little while and kind of talk about why this whole thing started, or why we're still doing it, I guess. But that is a little bit, I guess, about me and our channel. Well, this field is done, and I'm driving over to the head trailer to unhook, and I'm gonna close the grain tank covers as we drive over to the head trailer. I think that's folding them in, at least. There we go. Now we're closing. Oh, I want to close all the way. There we go. Don't know if they have been folding back the auger because it like wraps around a little bit behind the combine, but I just got to the head trailer. I'll flip you guys around, show you Derek doing his good work, and me unhooking this header, and we will move fields then. Alright, well, I think I'm lined up good enough. Derek's gonna hop in here real quick.
You had it right, but I don't know. You gotta go over that way now, 6 inches.
I gotta go this way now?
6 inches.
6 inches. Do you want to unhook all that stuff?
Huh?
You want to unhook all that stuff?
Yeah.
Sweet. Well, that was Derek. Told me I wasn't lined up correctly, but when he was out there pointing, he said I was lined up. So, I guess we'll back up. I'm gonna make him do all the dirty work, and then we will try again. I'll probably back up, try to get lined up again, and see if we can get this unhooked and moving fields. Okay, we had some technical difficulties here getting the head unhooked, but we are good to roll now. That stair to fold up to go into road mode is probably one of the most confusing things I've ever done in my life. But I'm going to be moving fields here. I think we're going to lead the convoy up, and I will get a video of me hooking back up to the head, and we will get going on the next field. I just got to the field up here in Minnesota, and I would say this field does not look ideal, is how I will describe how this oat field looks. Over here on the west side of it, looks quite a bit better, but the east side looks a little bit weedy, and we will see how many times. Well, we're not going to see. Hopefully we don't do it at all, but we will see how good it harvests. Hopefully we don't have too many problems with plugging up and such, but I will keep the deal like we kept it last video, and if someone plugs up, they have to take a video of it. So hopefully that doesn't happen, or at least hopefully it's not me that plugs up, but we will see how this goes. Well, I plugged up, and it wasn't very fun. I've done about 100 yards in this field, and it's a little bit green, and it's pretty wet. So that was really fun. I didn't take any videos of it, but I'm telling you guys now. But we got pizza, so I mean, it could be worse. So Jack would never take a video of it or tell you about it. Neither would Mike. I don't think anybody else would. But I said I'd tell you guys. And I told everybody else if they did, they had to. And so far, I'm the only one that's taking a video of it. And no, I'm not the only guy that's plugged up or broke something. It's just I'm the only one that takes a video of himself and talks about what he did. So, this is really a day in the life.
Do you have the GPS line and stuff?
I have the GPS line. Anyway, this is what a day in the life looks like in oat harvest.
Is it different from the last field?
When things don't go your way. Alright, well now that we're unplugged and kind of going through the field, I'll give you kind of what this field looks like. This is actually definitely one of the cleanest spots in this field, but as you can see, a lot of it's blown over and tipped down. This variety is Transition Rains, so this is a taller variety and also a transition field. So this is not a certified organic field, which means we can't sell it as organic crop. So these will be marketed as and sold as conventional oats, or for us they're transition oats, but they're not organic. So whatever you want to call it, they're just not organic. So in this field we won't have to leave a buffer, which honestly there's enough weeds up here, we probably won't harvest the buffer anyway. So it's not really a huge deal. It's just very annoying when you have a lot of weed pressure and you have to slow down a lot, and especially when the oats are tipped over like this, you got to put the header down and you got to go a little bit shallower to pick up those oats in the bottom. But I'm probably gonna lift up here. I'm not gonna go through this huge patch of weeds because I've already plugged up once in this field and I do not intend on plugging up twice. So I'm gonna lift up here. I'm gonna put my, I just stepped on my pizza. I'm gonna just lift up here. I'm gonna turn. It's hard to do things one-handed, but that's just what you gotta do. And I'll kind of trim around these weed patches right here to get as much oats as we can get. The radio is very loud. I keep forgetting to turn it down every time I take a video. But anyway, I'll carve around these big patches of weeds and try to get as many oats as I can get. These oats are pretty wet, or there's a lot of wet junk in there. As you can see, I'm not empty, but I unloaded. So there's a lot of oats and junk. Oh boy, it's grumbling a lot. It doesn't like this. We'll let it go through a little bit. Let my RPMs go back up. Alright, should be good. Anyway, I unloaded, but a lot of oats didn't go through the auger because they're stuck to the side back there. So when I get to the end, I'm gonna hop back in there and I'm gonna have Spencer, after I knock some of it down, run the unload auger, and hopefully we can get it cleaned out a little bit. And going across this field, it's not as weedy, it's not as wet, there's not as much weed pressure, so it's not as much moisture in the oats, I don't think. I think the places where it's standing good, it's considerably drier. I think right now I'm reading like 16%, 17%, and I'm in some pretty weedy stuff. But out where the oats are tall, it goes down to like 15, 14, which you wouldn't think would be a lot of difference, but it really is. Anyway, that's what I'm gonna do when I get to the end here, and that's just, it's not ideal by any means, but you have to do it sometimes. So that is what I'm gonna go do. Well, I got that cleaned out. That was also not very fun, but cleaned it out, and now I'm trying to go through a little bit some cleaner oats, not as much weeds, to try to keep the sample not so green and wet. But we'll see how things go. Looks like it might rain, which will not help our field day on Saturday, so that might get pushed back till next week. But you know, that's just how Mondays go sometimes. Nothing's broke down too bad, but we've had 2 combines plug up in this field, and I've spent probably 15 minutes trying to clean out the tank. But we are going now. Knock on wood, nothing else bad happens. and hopefully we can get some stuff knocked out. Hopefully it doesn't rain. That would be less than ideal, but we're going strong now. We're gonna keep her going. Well, it's about 3 o'clock, and I looked at my phone a little while ago, looked at the weather app, and it said that it's been raining on my location. Never mind, I just jinxed it. Shoot.
I'm trying to decide if I want to try this or go around it.
So I was talking, I was going to talk about how I said I looked at my phone and the radar shows that it should have been raining here for the past hour, and that it's supposed to rain for the next like 2. And I just said over the radio that, my phone says it's raining, but it hasn't rained a drop. And then as soon as I turned the camera on, it started to rain. So I'm convinced that every time I take a video of myself and start talking about something, like if I plug up, I have to take a video, the next clip is me unplugging the combine. So from now on, if it hasn't rained, I'm not gonna comment on how it hasn't rained yet, even though it's supposed to be. Either way, I'm getting full, so hopefully Spencer catches from me. But this will be the last weather update you ever get from me on this channel. We are still going. Whether that's a good idea, we will probably find out within the hour. And if it cuts to a clip of me saying, well, it rained, you'll know. And yeah, I don't really know what other clip I'll put if it doesn't rain. Maybe I'll make a clip in an hour or 2 and say, well, it didn't rain. So that'll be the next clip that you see after this one, is whether we kept going or whether we stopped. So definitely stick around and make sure you know. Well, it didn't rain yet. So since it didn't rain, I'm feeling real nice. And unlike Jack and Mikey G, who would never get out of the X9, I'm gonna let Spencer take it for a spin here for a couple rounds, since he hasn't got to drive it around yet this year, especially in the Oats. I'm gonna let him take it around for a couple rounds, something Jack and Mikey G would never do, like I said before. So bringing donuts to work, letting Spencer drive the X9. I think I might make a poll on our Instagram and see who's the best boss here on the operation, me or Jack. I think I have a pretty clear advantage over him. I don't think he's brought donuts once, and he's definitely never let anybody take the X9 willingly. He did let Mikey G take it, but that's because he had to. But next clip will be me hopping up in the grain cart, and Spencer's gonna take over for a little while. Okay, so we are in the grain cart now. I don't think I've ran one of these all season, besides for like one load or something silly, but we're grain cart driving now.
Why don't you come catch me, Thomas, while I'm doing to get to this end, and then I'm going to go start working on weedy stuff instead.
10-4. So pretty much we're a grain cart driver now. I don't know how bumpy this is in here. When I watch Spencer and those guys do it, all they do is sit. Oh yeah, it's real bumpy. But yeah, this looks pretty chill. I think I could get used to this. I kind of miss my massage chair. That is really bumpy. I wonder how bad the audio will be. Who cares? But we are grain cart drivers now. So I just got summoned to go catch from somebody. It looks like they even, yeah, I don't know. I could probably get used to this. This looks kind of easy. I don't know if you guys can see back there, but we're getting dumped on. So this is pretty much a new experience for me. especially this year. I've ran grain cart before when I was a little kid. When I was little and like early high school and stuff, I'd run grain cart, but I've been fortunate enough to not have to do this very often. Let's see, what does he want me to do here? Maybe we'll just wait. I think we'll just wait while he empties out. I think he's gonna go dump or harvest some dirty oats or some oats with a lot of junk in them, and these other combines will keep going around the clean oats. But I don't know if he wants me to sit still here. I think he wants me to sit still, or that's what I'm gonna do. So we're just gonna wait here. I think this is pretty much all grain carting entails. You kind of just wait until someone needs you. So that's why I like driving combine, because I feel like I'm in charge. But oh boy, we already got problems. We got stuff beeping at us.
Thank you, Thomas. You should be able to top the grainer off that.
Sounds good. So now we get to go dump. Okay, so we're dumping. We're dumping now. Gotta turn the PTO on. Then we have these control things. Flip the on. I think I gotta. Oh boy. Oh boy. This truck already had some in it, so this is really tricky for me because I don't run grain cart. But we got radar telling us where to go. I don't know if you guys can see him up there, but he's gonna be a big help in me doing this. This might be the only time you see me dumping a grain cart. In oats, for sure. I don't know about corn. You know, this actually isn't that bad. I thought it was gonna be a lot harder by the way Derek and Garrett describe it. They act like it's the hardest thing ever. And I'm being very sarcastic right now. So I think you guys know that. It's kind of hard, I will say, to try to talk into a mic and dump a grain cart. So Caden, I don't know if you're watching this or if you did a video on grain carts yet, but if you did, I respect you for it. And all the guys that take videos of them dumping a grain cart. You know, honestly, I feel like if you do this every day, it's probably not that hard. But since I don't do this every day, we're gonna act like it's really hard. Or I think that makes sense. Okay, so I think we have the truck full. Well, not quite. I think I had the grain cart almost empty. Oh boy. I don't want to spill any oats, because then I'll get made fun of. But I'd say that truck's pretty good and full. Okay, we just got the truck full. I would say for a first timer this year, that is pretty impressive, I would think. And you know, I would hop out and ask Radar what he thinks, but it's kind of starting to rain, and I really don't want to get out of here because I don't want to get rained on. So I might go try to steal the X9 back. I am gonna fold the auger back down, and probably go catch from Garrett, Spencer, or my dad, who are in the combines. I should probably turn my radio back on, actually. Where do you guys want me in this grain cart here? Pretty much sitting around and doing nothing. Yep, that is me.
I don't know. I would assume Gabe could probably just catch for me. Maybe he's right here, so.
So we'll just sit.
Thomas, why don't you come catch me over here on the east side?
Alright, we know what we're doing, so let's go do it. Well, turns out it did rain. We are shutting down for the day.
That would not be a good way to end the day.
That is right, Spencer. That is right. Well, I'm shutting this down. And I have this tarped up. This has a bunch of dirty oats on it, so we're just gonna leave this here for Mighty Mike to dump. But we are done for the day. It did indeed rain. So that's gonna conclude today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. There was a lot of talking, not a whole lot of action shots, but it kind of sprinkled off and on, so I didn't want to get the GoPro all wet. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a like, subscribe for more. Follow the Instagram for more updates on the field day. We probably won't have it this week just because it rained. We'll be doing this a little bit longer. But yeah, catch you in the next one.